They also balance each other really well, like the locker room scene before they go out on the scare floor, and stink it up, it's a wet dog. That all just was improv right then and there.
Hey, can I borrow your odorant?
Yeah, I got smelly garbage or old dumpster.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 unscripted moments in Pixar movies.
I can't even fly out of a window. But the hat looked good. Tell me the hat looked good.
For this list, we'll be looking at the best spontaneous jokes, lines, and ideas that snuck their way into our favorite Pixar films. Some plot points will be discussed, so watch out for potential spoilers. Which of these moments is your favorite? Let us know in the comments below. Number 10. A lot of Dory's lines. Finding Dory. Ellen DeGeneres has a lot of improv experience.
Oh no, how long do I have?
Being a stand-up comic and hosting your own talk show for years will do that for a person. So it's no surprise that she put a lot of her own jokes into the script for Finding Dory. Though there was, of course, a screenplay to follow, DeGeneres had a lot of freedom while recording to ad-lib however she wanted. As a result, many of Dory's ever-curious, forgetful moments are just her riffing.
The plan is you're gonna read that and figure out where your parents live. And I'm on the truck to Cleveland. You got it?
What was the first part again?
She said she doesn't recall all the lines that were her own creations, but one does stick out. Apparently, "How can you do this park in one day" was a
How can you do this park in one day? Seriously.
bona fide Ellen DeGeneres idea. Number 9. The Girlfriend. Onward. This unscripted moment was a brief one, but it still had a big impact. 2020's Onward takes place in a fantasy world that includes a bunch of magical creatures living ordinary suburban lives.
What seems to be the problem here, fellow police folk?
Lena Waithe appears as a Cyclops who's a police officer, as well as Pixar's first openly gay animated character. According to Waithe, Officer Spector's sexuality came from an idea she spontaneously had.
It's not easy being a new parent. My girlfriend's daughter got me pulling my hair out, okay?
A line referencing the character's significant other initially framed that person as male, but Waithe asked if she could change the partner to be a woman. The filmmakers liked the alteration, and Pixar history was made.
Whoa, I never thought about it like that.
Number 8. Weather Forecast. Monsters, Inc. When you hire Billy Crystal, you best believe you're going to get some improv.
And I don't know, but it's been said, I love scaring kids in bed.
And when recording his iconic role as Mike Wazowski in Monsters, Inc., Crystal more than delivered. He reportedly improv'd many of the lines that we know and love. This includes a section of the movie where he wakes up Sully for work. In the scene, Mike begins to rattle off a fake weather report as he tries to rouse his sleeping friend.
Hey, good morning, Metropolis. It's now 5 after the hour of 6 a.m. in the big monster city. Temperature's a balmy 65 degrees, which is good news for you reptiles.
The concept of him imitating a radio announcer was a last-minute addition, courtesy of story supervisor Bob Peterson.
Perfect day to maybe, hey, just lie in bed, sleep in, or simply
Work out that slab that's hanging over the bed!
And the actor reportedly had some room to experiment with the specifics. The forecast adds such unique and funny flavor to the movie, and it came together perfectly. Number 7. Uncle Ugo's Ramblings. Luca. This improv was so good, a post-credit scene became absolutely necessary.
Some people think I'm mad to live in the deep. I think that they are the ones who are mad, not me, the one who is mad.
Luca is a movie about the adventures of a sea monster who can turn into a human boy when he goes on land. Sacha Baron Cohen plays the boy's eccentric Uncle Ugo, a strange creature who resides at the bottom of the sea.
Ah, yes. There's usually a bad influence. Good thing you sent for me when you did, eh?
Ugo doesn't have too much of a role in the film, but Cohen did so much ad-libbing on set that the filmmakers couldn't leave all that potential for entertaining material on the cutting room floor.
Thanks for that. Too much oxygen up here, not like the deep, as you'll learn.
To give the actor his due, they added a post-credit sequence featuring his character swimming around the sea talking to himself.
You get to hear me talk. I can talk without stopping, sometimes for maybe 12 hours.
Number 6. Woody's Performance. Toy Story. Woody is one of actor Tom Hanks' most iconic roles.
Pull my string. The birthday party's today? Okay, everybody. Coast is clear.
But you might not know that Hanks did a lot of improvising while recording some of the character's most famous lines. In Toy Story, Woody and Buzz Lightyear find themselves at their neighbor Sid's house. Buzz is struggling at this point and won't come to the window to show the other toys that he's alive and well. Instead, he literally tosses Woody, who's been accused of hurting him, his arm.
Buzz, will you get up here and give me a hand? That's very funny, Buzz. This is serious!
So the cowboy acts out a little puppet show with a disembodied limb, even incorporating a secret handshake in a desperate attempt to prove the duo are together.
Fellas, to infinity and beyond!
Hey, look, it's Buzz!
Apparently, Hanks was doing some improvising here, and it definitely paid off. Number 5. Key and Peele's song, Toy Story 4. For a good comedy duo to work, you need a level of comfort with one another.
With these tiny legs, I cannot reach without your help. All right? Okay? This is what I've been talking about.
Keegan-Michael Key and Jordan Peele definitely have enough comfort to last a lifetime. In Toy Story 4, the duo play Ducky and Bunny, and were able to record their scenes together. That opportunity afforded them the ability to improvise both their speaking lines and their singing ones.
Are you kidding me? Move over. You move over. Quit pushing me. Stop.
Oh my maker!
That sheep has 3 heads. No.
According to Key, the filmmakers didn't just ask the pair to sing a song, they asked them to create one.
Jordan and I spent a lot of time on the road or backstage at a venue, and we sing to each other. And so it was something that came up in the creating of the characters within the story.
Naturally, the two obliged and came up with something hilarious on the spot. Only a few seconds of singing can be heard in the movie, but what glorious seconds they are.
We're gonna get a kid!
All right, let's go.
Where's Forky? Long story.
Number 4. Buzz's Meltdown, Toy Story. During press for the 4th Toy Story movie, Tim Allen spoke about how he was no longer able to improvise as much as he would have liked. This marked a shift from the first Toy Story film, where he made up quite a bit of his own lines.
I was actually acting in there a little bit. There's a whole bunch of... You hated it, though.
One scene in particular rings fondly in our memories.
Would you like some tea, Mrs. Nesbit?
Buzz!
It's so nice you could join us.
When Buzz Lightyear is taken by Sid's sister Hannah, things don't go quite as planned. She turns him into a guest at her tea party and calls him Mrs. Nesbit.
Gone! It's all gone. All of it's gone. Bye-bye. Woo, see ya.
Buzz starts to lose it and believes that he is Mrs. Nesbit, freaking out and asking Woody if his hat looks good.
Don't you get it? You see the hat? I am Mrs. Nesbit.
According to Allen, that meltdown humor came from him. Number 3. Sad, Strange Little Man, Toy Story. Woody spends much of the first Toy Story movie trying to convince Buzz that he is not actually a space ranger and is in fact just a toy.
You are a toy! You weren't the real Buzz Lightyear, you're an action figure!
During one of their arguments about this, Buzz delivers what is perhaps the movie's most famous and most savage line.
You are a sad, strange little man, and you have my pity. Farewell.
The phrase has been memed to death in recent years, and it's easy to see why. Well, turns out the hilarious moment came to be thanks to Buzz's voice actor Tim Allen improvising. Yep, that's right. One of the best lines across the Toy Story franchise as a whole wasn't even in the original script. The more you know.
According to my Nava computer, the...
Shut up! Just shut up, you idiot!
Sheriff, this is no time to panic.
This is the perfect time to panic!
Number 2. The Joke, Finding Nemo. How could a clownfish not be funny?
Well, actually, that's a common misconception. Clownfish are no funnier than any other fish.
Come on, Cloudy.
Yeah, do something.
Well, 2003's Finding Nemo shows us exactly how, with help from one Albert Brooks. Brooks, who provides the voice of Nemo's father Marlin, plays the clownfish as a worrywart to the max at first. In an early scene, a group of parents wait for Marlin to tell them a joke, which he routinely fumbles.
There's a mollusk, see, and he walks up to a sea. Well, he doesn't walk up, he swims up. Well, actually, the mollusk isn't moving. He's in one place, and then the sea cucumber.
Brooks reportedly spent a good amount of time ad-libbing different versions of the same terrible bit. It's a great moment for the actor, who outside of this scene doesn't get a ton of chances to show off his comic side in the film. At least he finally nails that joke at the end.
So just then, the sea cucumber looks over to the mollusk and says, with fronds like these, who needs anemones?
Before we we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Put that thing back where it came from. Monsters, Inc. We know that Billy Crystal ad-libbed a lot of lines as one Mike Wazowski.
What's going on? Celia, please try to understand. I have to...
But you might be surprised to find out that he actually came up with an entire musical as well.
I was the fastest one out there. Of course, I was the ball, but I was the ball. I was the ball. Look, I'm a ball.
Put that thing back where it came from, or so help me, is one of the funniest moments in the entirety of Monsters, Inc. And Crystal improvised the whole thing.
Once you name it, you start getting attached to it. Now put that thing back where it came from, or so help me!
It comes when Mike and Sully have to make up a musical on the spot to hide the fact that they're arguing over what to do with Boo.
Put that thing back where it came from, or so help me! So help me! So help me! And cut! We're still working on it. It's a work in progress, but hey, we need ushers.
Not only were the characters making up the words on the spot, but it seems the actors were too, making the moment doubly authentic and hysterical. Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.